we are the Paragons, or now we are Paragon. The achievement here requires you to come back on the same tune at least 3 different times and pick up 3 different mantles from the bosses before you kill them. So on 3 different pulls, you need to pick up a different mantle, before you kill the bosses. So the mantles are picked up every time a boss dies. He has a gear wheel on him. You click on the gear wheel and you pick up the mantle. Now, only certain specs can pick up certain mantles, so they are mostly specific to certain specs. So I'm going to review that here just so that you know. Korven the Prime, the mantle for Korven the Prime can only go to a tank. So you have to be in a tank spec to be able to pick up the Prime. Xaril the Poisened Mind and Iyyokuk the Lucid, they can only go to healers. So you have to be in a healing spec to pick up Xaril the Poisoned Mind or Iyyokuk the Lucid. Skeer the Bloodseeker, Hisek the Swarmkeeper, Kaz'tik the Locust, and Kil'ruk the Windreaver or Windseeker can only go to a DPS spec. So you have to be in a DPS spec for Skeer the Bloodseeker, Hisek the Swarmkeeper, Kaz'tik the Locust, or Kil'ruk the Windseeker. And then there are 2 that anyone can pick up. There are 2 that you can be in any spec and still pick up. They are Rik'kal the Dissector and Kaz'tik the Manipulator. So before we pull, we usually work out who's going to pick up which mantle. If you're in a say a 30-man group or a 20-man group, you can split the raid into different groups. Send the folks who are not picking up mantles in the first pull out of the run. Send them back to the shrine. As long as you bring in someone new who hasn't killed the bosses at all, the entire group can continue picking up mantles from the bosses. So again, starting with Siege of Orgrimmar, you are loot locked, you are not boss locked, so it is possible in one run with enough lockouts that everyone could pick up all of their mantles. Neall in his runs usually does 3. If there's a 30-man group, we'll do 3 pulls of this boss to get as many people their mantles as possible. The order that we usually kill them in is Rik'kal the Dissector. Again, that's any spec. Skeer the Bloodseeker, that's a DPS spec. Korven the Prime, for a tank spec typically that's when Korven is just flying down, so people have to wait a second to start DPSing on Korven. Hisek the Swarmkeeper, Xaril the Poisoned Mind, I think that's usually Xaril has not flown down yet, so he's flying down at that point. Iyyokuk the Lucid, for a healer. Kaz'tik the Manipulator for anybody. Kaz'tik the Locust for a DPS, and then Kil'ruk the Windseeker, Windreaver. I'm actually never quite sure if you can pick up that mantle. It's the last guy to die. Someone I think in this poll told me that they were able to pick up that last mantle as the last boss was dying. There's no need to AoE. The bosses that remain are healed to full every time one of them dies, so just work through that. I'm going to put all that in the description below, hopefully to make that a little clearer for people. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave me some feedback. And on to the video. Alright, so the way this achievement works, someone mentioned it, we're going to kill bosses in a certain order. We're going to kill bosses in a certain order. We have assigned bosses to certain people. When your boss dies, you need to click on it. There'll be a gear wheel on the boss. You click on it. That's how you pick up his mantle. Your idea at that point is to stay alive. Stay alive. Don't die, don't die, don't die. The easiest way to die at that point is Kuchons. Smash you in the face. Don't kill the Kuchons all by yourself. Say, hey guys, come help me kill these Kuchons. Don't be that guy that tries to kill the Kuchons all by yourself. The order is this. Protofish, we will kill Rik'kal the Dissector for Protofish, then Skeer the Bloodseeker for Surfing Dude, Korven the Prime for Arlus. Arlus, you need to be in tank spec and R. Hisek the Swarmkeeper for Titan Rain. Xaril the Poisoned Mind for Anna. Anna, you need to be in healing spec, and you are. Iyyokuk the Lucid for Mad. Mad, you need to be in healing spec and are. Then Kaz'tik the Manipulator for Genetics. And then we will kill Kaz'tik the Locust and Kil'ruk the Windseeker. We'll call that out as we go. Click on your boss. Don't be getting all clicky unless it's your guy that's down. No need to kill other things. No need to AoE. They heal to full when one of them dies. Rik'kal first for Protofish, Skeer second for Surfing Dude. Arlus, you will be third. Korven the Prime. Poke, Alec Tone. Genetics is going to be the last person to pick up one. Kaz'tik the Manipulator. Kaz'tik the Manipulator. Arlus, are you ready? I mean, Electon, are you ready? Because we're starting it. First up, Rik'kal for Protofish. Rik'kal for Protofish, then Skeer for Surfing Dude. Skeer has an X. Skeer for Surfing Dude, then Korven, who is not down yet, for Arlus. Korven's not down here yet. Korven for Arlus. Fight through the amber. Oh, he's dead. Alright, Hisek for Titan Rain. Hisek, Titan Rain. Then Xaril for Anna. Xaril's not down yet. Xaril for Anna. Then Iyyokuk for Mad. Stand still with the laser beams. Iyyokuk for Mad, then Kaz'tik for Genetics. Kill the Kuchans, or at least don't die to them. Kaz'tik for Genetics. Then K-Raz and Kil'ruk. Alright, so if you're in this group right here, we need you to get to the shrine. We don't have a mage with us. Hopefully your heart is set to that. We need everybody out the raid group. Or at least out of the raid. Everybody out of the raid. Take a hearth to the shrine. Grats on your...